And we start with this right now. Jails in our area, they are trying to figure out how drugs are getting in and killing inmates. Just this week, 2 inmates overdosed and died while behind bars in the Richland County Jail. Now, we're told one of them died from fentanyl, the other a similar drug.
And now this jail, not the only one seeing this issue. Here in Mecklenburg County, the Sheriff's Department is also investigating how fentanyl is getting behind bars. And you might be surprised at what they found.
WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker spoke one-on-one with Sheriff Garry McFadden, who is seeking solutions to keep the drugs out. Austin.
Yeah, Colin, Vanessa, this is a standard greeting card filled with personal messages, but in some cases, it's filled with something that's killing people. Behind a lock and key,
very strict.
The Mecklenburg County Jail must be secure.
Here at the Sheriff's Office, we're taking it very seriously.
With Sheriff Garry McFadden at the helm.
So you always have to stay a step ahead.
He mostly knows what comes in and what goes out. Even something as simple as mail.
Material inside, of course, pornographic, gang material.
Expectations of what can't be sent.
Staples, paper clips.
And one that shouldn't have to be said at all.
Fentanyl.
But it's just one of the things making it in and killing inmates. July 6, 2022, according to autopsy records and attorneys, Russell Fincham dying from fentanyl inside the Mecklenburg County Jail, one of at least 10 people who have died inside the jail from fentanyl in the last 7 years.
People are very tricky.
McFadden says the way it's coming through is difficult to see.
Take the greeting card and actually soak it in whatever fentanyl solution that they have. And they soak it, and then they dry it out.
The card is then signed, sealed, sent, and later received.
It's actually go inside, tear up the very thick card like this, put it inside of hot water or coffee, and just like a tea bag, whatever is contained in that paper wicks out into the drink.
And if a few people share the same cup, it's even worse. Using an Alka-Seltzer as an example.
When you put the Alka-Seltzer in, it fizzes in the water and you drink it. But when you put that glass down, you see some residue of that Alka-Seltzer in there. So imagine doing that 4 and 5 times, and then the last person who may get that last dose is actually residue from 5 different doses, and that person dies.
In an effort to get a handle on this, the jail made a change.
If you write somebody in Mecklenburg County a letter, that will now go to P.O. Box 247, Phoenix, Maryland. They scan it in, scan that letter in, scan will pop up on that resident's tablet.
Partnering with the company Text Behind.
And we launched to the public in 2015.
The CEO, Zia Rana, says the Mecklenburg County Jail now joins dozens of others across the country with the system, a way inmates can still connect with the outside world in the safest way possible.
Anywhere between 40 to 75, even up to 80% of the contraband comes to the postal mail into the prisons. So we have done well over 5 million postal letters so far just since 2019, in the last 5 years. There has not been a single incident.
Another step ahead. Or so they thought. There's been dozens of court cases ruling a detention center must give an inmate their physical legal mail addressed from an attorney. But some still try to be one step ahead.
You buy an envelope, you put all this mail in it, you put the lawyer's name on it, you go to Staples and get a rubber stamp that anybody can buy, confidential, legal mail, stamp it. It looks just like it comes from a lawyer.
McFadden says they now require inmates to open the legal mail in front of detention officers. What many think is impenetrable, the jail continues to prepare for what's next.
So you always have to stay a step ahead.
Another key, he hopes, to locking down what's supposed to be a fortress. Now, as you'd imagine, there have been some pushback about this from groups in our area. Then the Prison Policy Initiative released a report back in 2022 saying digitized mail just harms inmates and doesn't make a jail or prison any safer and makes their mental health go down, and it just dehumanizes them. And they say that they are prioritizing that profit over the person. For now, live in Uptown, Austin Walker, WCNC Charlotte.